Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Rimworld. So last time we were here, been working on replacing the walls from wood into granite to kind of help with the flame resistance of the whole place. Also, I've been talking about putting together a caravan, a trading caravan, to send to some of the nearby villages and towns that we could trade with them, mostly to get rid of some textiles, also some of our herbal medicines that we have available. So I'm thinking very seriously about making that happen this time. We had some slavers come into camp right at the end. I hadn't traded with them yet, but their caravan should be coming up into the colony right away, so we can talk to them. I can't imagine they'd have very much of interest for sale, but I'll definitely check with them. They might have some bionics or something that would be interested in. Yeah, Engie was on an alcoholic binge and ended up getting drunk and stoned and passed out right here at the table. So that's why her gun was laying there. Here's the traders there. And the rare thrombos. Okay, we've already researched fire foam. That was quick. Auto doors can be kind of nice to have, especially since we're upgrading to granite. So I'll get those researched. Granite doors are kind of slow to open, and so if I replace all of those with auto doors, they'll be a lot quicker, a lot easier to work with. There we go. So right now I've just been kind of designating the walls to go and replacing those with granite slowly but surely. We got most of the cooler enclosed in stone. This over here, of course, is slate. I may go ahead and replace that with granite just because it's so much stronger. And whenever we deconstruct those, we'll get the slate back. We can use that for flooring in a couple of the other rooms. Let's see if Anna is awake. She is. Let's trade with these people and see what they've got. Okay, all of this stuff of theirs is very expensive. It looks like they just want to buy a few weapons, which poor quality, 25%. That's why this is such a low price there. It may have something to do with them being slavers too. They might just be buying at a really low price, because I feel like that one ought to be worth quite a bit more. So I might not trade with these people at all. Yeah, it doesn't have trader type there, but I think we'll definitely be able to get better prices if we're the ones caravanning. So I think I'll save that stuff for us. And I don't know, do we need a pack animal of some kind for trading? If we do, are we going to be taking our pigs that know how to haul, or how is that going to work out? But we'll see. Right, so it seems like the rats on the map have gone insane. We're gonna have them start to flood in. Our turrets ought to be able to take care of some of them, but I don't know because they have a really low profile. Hopefully they stay around the outside of the area and don't bother our animals too much. Got some more coming in though. There's 4 or 5 there. Tully is trying to repair the wall, which is fine. It looks like the turrets are able to take care of it pretty easily. Got 3 more incoming. Oh, 3 more back here as well. Hopefully we don't all catch the plague from this, that'd be terrible. Alright. I think that went pretty well. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of our other animals are having a hard time or anything. Oh, here comes another one here. Okay. So there's a bunch of rat meat for us. That's funny because in the last episode I was pondering whether or not to hunt rats because it looked like there was a lot of them. Now I don't have to wonder. We can just butcher them and eat them because they're sitting right here in the camp. I'm gonna go ahead and designate as many of these to be chopped as need to be. So we've always got a little bit of wood hanging around. Okay. Now I think we've been building up our steel supplies a little bit. Yeah, we have a few in reserve, and we've got the console built. So that's all done. Fantastic. There we go. I didn't really think about that as well, but we'll be getting wood supplies from deconstructing the walls too. Baffin's really doing his job with this research. It's going up pretty fast. I know that we've been picking researches that are a little behind, that are really lower cost. And so that is a factor as well. Oh, I thought I replaced that already, but it looks like I just left it empty. For some reason I feel like fireproofing the commons area is preferable right now. The bedrooms do have quite a bit of stuff in them, but they already have the slate floor, which should keep it from catching on fire quite as quickly as the all-wood structure. So this is definitely one I need to work on as well. From the fires before, we already put a little bit of granite in there, but I need to go ahead and finish that off. I also would kind of like to deconstruct all of this in here, maybe tear up this floor as well, and just complete the wall there, so that we don't have this weak point, because this limestone is, it's not super weak, but it's still weaker than the granite wall. So attackers will target this area when they come in. Some smoke leaf joints and a dead chinchilla? No, I'm sure the smoke leaf joints were the only thing that came in. Alright, so do we already have 100 pemmicans? We do. 122. So here's what I'm thinking. If it'll ever load up the world map here. There we go. I'm thinking that we form our caravan. And let's see how this goes. Okay. So I'm trying to think about this logically. I think that a cougar could go. Crystal will go. I feel like Barrow could go as well. I think that'll probably be good. And then we'll see what sort of weight we build up as we take textiles here. Because that'll be our primary focus. So all the monkey hide. So we don't have enough of that to do anything. I'm just thinking about getting rid of stacks here. Devil Strand we do have enough of. Yeah, thankfully this stuff doesn't look like it weighs very much. I'm not sure if we'll be able to use that for anything sales wise, so I think I'll leave those there. I'm trying to think of what else might be good to take with us. It's possible that we could load up maybe 75 of these. We'll take those and see how that works out. We could trade off all of these weapons and things to see how that works out for us, because we still have room clearly as far as weight goes. So I would like to get rid of some of those. Let's take the power armor helmet and this other power armor helmet. Yeah, so you can see the market value is still only 520 on this, 200 on this, so those slave traders were giving us a pretty reasonable price for them, I think. This one's below 50%, so our people won't wear it. And I think that's going to be pretty good for taking things with us. Maybe some of these clothes. Devil Strand for sure. That'll give us quite a bit of money. Personal shield is only at 4%, so I don't think we'll get much use out of it. So I think that's pretty good. Most all the textiles that we have less than 100 of are coming with us. So we should be doing pretty well there. The devil strand though, stacks there. Alpaca wool we could take. We could try to sell a bunch of cloth too because we just have way too much. So I guess however much I can carry here. Let's see, about 200. We can carry more than that, so let's try 400. That's about it there. That'll be good. Okay. Oh, we need to take food though. Pemmican here. At least 100 of that. So we're over by 0.75. Let's go to the cloth. Bring this down to 300. Perfect. Caravan only has 1 day worth of food. Really? With 100 pemmican, that's only worth 1? That's okay. How many days will it take for them to get here is what I want to know. How do I... I never told them where to go. So I'm not sure if I need to go back to here and wait until they get off the map. I think that's the case. Because they're going to grab a bunch of stuff, pack up, and then once they get off the side of the map, then that's when I can tell them where to go. Okay, there they are, the three of them standing there. Whoa. Electrical conduit fault there. Yep, one of the baby boars was in the middle of the fire, sadly. See, now these three ought to be loaded up and ready. So they ought to head off the edge of the map, I think, maybe? Why are the animals just walking through the flames? I don't get that. Yep, this pig has caught fire. Okay. Let's see, Fall. Why did Fall run into the center there? That was a really bad choice of hers. Does he not fight fire? No. I don't think Fall does either. So we have three people just standing here not doing anything. Let's cancel that so that they can help put this fire out. And then we'll go through all that again to try and get it set up. I'm pretty sure we did it correctly though. I think they just needed to gather up their materials and then go out to the edge of the map before we were able to tell them their destination and stuff. But I want to see if that's the case, that it's only 1 day's worth of food for that much pemmican. I think I want to try to go for maybe 300 here. We'll go for this one as well. So that they can take a bunch more of that than just 100. Yeah, we do have a bunch of walls queued up to be built. We still have the blocks available, so that should get done soon. Thankfully they can reach through corners. I'm pretty sure that there was an alpha build at one point where they weren't able to build through corners, and so I would have had to deconstruct this piece, let her build that one, and then manually tell her to reconstruct that one. It was a real pain. And I still feel like a bunch of these stacks are missing, so I don't know if they already picked up a bunch of stuff. All the pemmican seems to still be there, even though it said we only have 60. Okay, now it's saying 151. So I have a feeling every time they drop pieces of food on here, they make a stack of a certain amount of pemmican rather than just one. 18. Okay. So she is making multiple at a time. Just what I was kind of wondering about. Okay, so it's early morning again. It looks like everybody's freshly awake. I don't see anybody eating food, so let's try this one more time. Form caravan. Why is that red? Okay, I already have something set up here. I'm not sure why that's red like that. We'll see. Maybe she's carrying something already. I don't know. And crystal. There we go. Okay, I don't see anything set right now. I don't know why the weight limit is all the way up. Yeah, none of the animals are selected here. Maybe... yeah, maybe instead we'll take Angie. It still says that we have a higher mass than I think that we should. Anyways, let's take all of that. Yeah, it says only 2 days worth of food, but that should be fine. I'd really like to know why it's telling me there's weight already there, but that's okay. Hang on a second. Oh, let's go ahead. And take Barrow. Because it does look like that there's a bunch of stuff missing off of here, like they picked up stacks of things. And that's still set, so that's good. Okay, and then I think I said 75 of these. Let's see if that still fits. Nope. Two is the most I can carry. Alright, let's just leave those out then. Well, I don't know, if we take 2 of them, then at least I'll have some medicine with them on the journey, just in case anything happens. Let's go ahead and try this again. Exit direction south. Okay, accept. Confirm. And zoom. Okay, so let's try this again. Crystal is moving. Cougar is gathering supplies. Barrow is moving. So once Cougar picks up some of this other stuff, then she ought to move over to where Barrow and Crispal are. No, Crispal's grabbing supplies now. Barrow is as well. Okay. That looks like it worked, and it looks like the three of them are about to head out off the map. Yep, Talia's taking down the rest of these walls here. Okay. Looks like they're on their way. Auto doors have been researched, which is great. Let's go. Let's see. If I get the psychite refining, then we'll have just about all the drug production stuff learned. We can grow this psychoid leaves and do that all ourselves, so I'll go ahead with that one. Hopefully that stuff doesn't require neutroamine. Okay, so our caravan is ready. There they are. Cool. Uh-huh. So let's say visit them. Time to destination 9 days and 3 hours. Days of food is only 3. I think that's the closest one. If we tried to say visit them, yeah, 11 days. 11 days, 9 days. 8 days. But we still only have 3.5 days of food. So that's fine. Let's just have them come back. And then, now that we know that, we can go ahead and make some more food for them. Do we want just the pemmican? Do we want to send them in with better quality meals? I think that's fine. I'd rather have more fine meals than regular meals. Let's get those made. And then we didn't take all the pemmican that we had. Let's go ahead with 500 though. Try 750 instead. Yeah, that's good traveling food, for sure. Okay, now we can deconstruct a bunch of these doors as well. Primarily the ones that have power conduits already running through them. I'm not sure if we have to directly power auto doors or not. Just in case we do, I'll go ahead and make sure all the doors have power. Oh, I see. There was something messed up there, and we haven't had power to the prison or to the trading beacon for a while. That's unfortunate. Okay, but all those doors are covered in power. Yep, that's been covered as well. Which I wonder if I deconstruct these walls, to put in granite walls if that's gonna undo all that. It's a good question. And I probably ought to be clicking on the door to make sure that she's deconstructing the door and not the conduit order there. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Okay, we have another breaking boar. Goodness gracious. We've got tons of boars running around, so we might even want to trade some of these off. Sparkle is pregnant. Pretty sure she just had some babies. She needs to calm down. I feel like we ought to allow pemmican in here as well, even though it doesn't have to be refrigerated, because it looks like they're just leaving it in the doorways now. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode. Sadly we didn't get the caravan out and going, but we will definitely do that next episode. I think we're going to have plenty of pemmican to give to them for their supply for the journey. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. If you want to make sure and catch it, feel free to subscribe. If you care to help support my efforts here, you could do so through the Patreon logo. And make sure to check out some of my other videos or playlists you might be interested in. Thank you very much for any time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.